go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden. They can never break us down.
Morning, Grand Middle School. My name is Jeremy.
My name is Dhruvi. Today is Tuesday, March 9th, 2021. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
There are no artworks we haven't shown already this week. Remember, if you want to draw something that is leprechaun themed or already have a drawing that's leprechaun themed, consider sending it to us.
In 1931, precisely 90 years ago, the electron microscope was discovered. For those of you that are thinking to yourselves right now, that sounds complicated. It's essentially just a really powerful microscope.
If you want to compare, your average microscope that you bought on Amazon can see around 10 to the negative 6
Meter objects, aka a microscope. But let's say you bought an electron microscope. An electron microscope can see 10 to the negative 10 meters, which is a tenth of a nanometer.
Basically, an electron microscope is approximately 10,000 times more powerful than your average microscope. Another thing happened today. Ivan Ivanovich, a dummy for testing the Russian spacecraft Vostok, was launched into space for the first time in 1961.
He was made to look as lifelike as possible. He even had eyebrows, eyes, and a mouth.
Unfortunately, he looks like a dead person due to the effect called uncanny valley. So people put a sign that said the Russian word for dead under his visor so people wouldn't get confused.
He flew into space with a dog, some reptiles, and 80 mice and guinea pigs. A recording of a choir was placed inside his body to test the communication systems. He flew into space another time just 17 days later, but there was an important difference this time. He had a recipe of cabbage soup along with the choir.
Today is National Meatball Day. Meatballs are something you'll probably find in your spaghetti in a local random restaurant.
It is said that the earliest meatball recipes were found in ancient China, Arabia, and Rome.
Beef, pork, and veal are the most popular meatball types, but can also be made out of chicken, fish, or even vegan meatballs.
And tomorrow is Mario Day. Yes, it exists. I'm sure you know the game Mario, which was released a billion years ago, aka in 1983. It's pretty old. Mario is said to be the best-selling video games of all time.
Beating Pokemon. We have a birthday today. Bobby Fischer, an American chess grandmaster, was born on this day in 1943. He was a chess prodigy, winning his first chess championship at the age of 14, becoming the youngest to do so.
When he was 15, he became the youngest grandmaster ever, and at age 20, he got the only perfect score in the history of U.S. chess. He learned chess with his sister at 6, but his sister quickly became uninterested.
He loved to play games by himself. When his family was on a vacation in Long Island, he found a book about chess and studied it intensely. In 1950, his mother thought that he was spending too much time alone playing chess against himself. So she sent a postcard to the Brooklyn Eagle, asking for them to put an ad into their newspaper looking for children around his age who could play chess with him.
Reviewers put it in, but forwarded it to someone who they told him would play another person. And someone watching that asked him to play in a club, which is where he learned how to play chess well and got him to all those awards.
Unfortunately, he passed away at the age of 64 in 2008. We will announce the winners of the Guess the Teacher.
This broadcast has been interrupted for a special report. In order to properly celebrate Women's History Month, we should celebrate someone whose generation-inspiring and extreme success, forged in the harsh chambers of opposition, got them to win many rights for women, and that made them the first female Jewish justice on the Supreme Court. Someone who's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. To begin the long and eventful life of RBG, let us start at the start, when RBG, who was originally named Joan Ruth Bader, was born on March 15th, 1933. However, this original name did not stick for long, as when she started school, she began going by her middle name, Ruth. Speaking of academics, Ruth did so well in school that when college time came, she got into Harvard on a full scholarship. Here, her name changed into the name that would become a world-famous acronym and synonymous with a strong feminist figure when she married Martin D. Ginsburg and had a child with him. Even with Ginsburg's marriage and child, she was still able to do fantastically academically, finishing first in her class. Post-graduation, Ruth became a law professor at Rutgers and Columbia, where she noticed women were still being horribly treated. This inspired her to go into the field of women's rights, and then she started doing many high-level and famous law projects to try and get women to receive more rights. Among the many things Ruth did for her women's rights projects during this time, she made her first contacts with the Supreme Court, arguing in front of them and winning 5/6 of these lawsuits in front of the 9 justices. After Ruth's women's rights work had become so well known and made such a large impact, she was appointed to the United States Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit, starting her judicial career. During this job, RBG was practical, meticulous, fair, moderate, good at compromising, and again, very feminist. Then, after Associate Justice Byron Wright retired in 1993, President Bill Clinton, who wanted a moderate justice coming from a diverse background, nominated RBG to the United States Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, on July 22nd of that year, and she was officially appointed by the Senate just a little later. During her 27 years on the highest court in the land, she focused on backing women's rights, gender equality, and equality in general. She also wrote many opinions for many landmark cases for equality and against discrimination against all people. While on the court, she used moderate, steady, cautious, meticulous, and agreeing methods to do her job, often finding the ruling that would serve all the best. Unfortunately, RBG developed pancreatic cancer and just a few months ago, after her truly impacting, highly successful, and inspiring life and career, passed away on September 18th of 2020. However, Ruth Bader Ginsburg will never be forgotten, and her presence on this earth will always be felt, as she helped women improve their lives, and inspired the younger women that they can truly do anything.
Guys, get ready because tomorrow is an asynchronous Wednesday, so get sure to turn in your work by 3:30 or no meatballs for you. The link to this awesome video will be sent to the Google Classroom if you want to rewatch it for any reason, and you should watch it because we said so.
All for today. Have a great day and go Bears. Brought to you not so live by GMSTV.